The other day, I did a review over the Trash Panda Canyon. I talked about how it feels, how it flies, and all the first impression stuff. But throwing a few shots is a lot different than playing a full 18 holes. So today we're at Carroll Park playing 18 holes with just the Canyon. I will be putting my Wardens. Today is all about seeing how well I can score with only the Canyon. Can it do it all out here on an 18-hole course? Let's get into it. It's been raining for like the past week, so I'm really not looking forward to how soupy this course is going to be. I think the worst of it is gonna be on 2 and 3, but we'll see. It's been raining so much, and I'm over it. Looks like they have hole 1 pushed back to B, so it's 225 up and around the corner. Just throwing the straightest forehand I can. Hopefully it fades just slightly. 2 off of 1. Luckily, I have 2 Canyons. Maybe a little too much fade. Let's see if I can get this one flatter. Just about the same thing, but I think we'll be putting. When reviewing the Canyons, one of the last things actually I learned about it is how torque resistant it is. And with it being bored flat, it's great for those forehands. And if you guys have been on the channel, you know I like the forehand when my elbow isn't killing me. I thought these might end up a little right. Didn't get them flat enough, and you can see how they just want to stay on hyzer. There we go. I'm gonna try to play rather smart today. I know sometimes I get caught up in the video and I don't do that. Hopefully today we can put up a decent round. There's gonna be plenty of holes that I can't reach, so we're just gonna have to take our medicine, pitch up and take the pars. Hole 2 is one of those. 342, dead straight, but I know I can't reach it with the Canyon. This is a hole where it rains. It gets so muddy throughout there, so as long as I can make it over the long stuff, that way we don't have to throw in the mud. I'm gonna actually go forehand again. Basically just a chip shot to that right side, chip up for the par. Oh, yanked it. Try to get over all this stuff, and here I am directly in it. Simple pitch. All right, so they've moved a couple of these pins so far. There's a little bunny back there. Hole 3, 228. Out in the field straight ahead. I like to try to play a forehand flex. The one thing that really comes into my mind is this tree on the right that I have to miss with the forehand, but get around that on some flex, should be okay. Get out of it, get out of it, not high enough. Want to jump putt this. The last thing I want to do is slip and fall in this mud though. Maybe one of these holes I'm going to throw a backhand, but I'm going to go forehand again. Hole 4 is a big forehand hyzer, 285. Not going to reach it with this disc, so I'm just going to play a forehand left over everything. Try to play it kind of short, pitch up for the par. That's so high. Hopefully that's past the trees. Yeah, I think it is. I didn't hear anything. This is a hole you can get yourself into a lot of trouble. If you're short right, there's really no way to get back to the basket on your second shot. And if you throw it into this stuff off the tee, you're equally as screwed. So I think I threw the best shot I could. It was high, it was ugly, but it should be out here in the middle. Stay. Last time I was here, I did a inner core only video, and I think I shot even par, if not 1 over. So I'm hoping today we shoot better than that since we have a mid-range. Left a little meat on the bone on this par putt though. Hole 5 is in long, 351. It's gonna be a tricky par 3 for us. It's up in that tree line to the left. I'm not quite sure when I'm gonna throw that backhand, but it's not gonna be here because if anything, I wanna be right. That way I can access the green into the basket on the second shot. So hopefully I don't do what I did on hole 2 and I actually put this high and just throw a little chip shot in the middle. Yep, perfect. That's all I want. This pretty much plays like a par 4 for me and the Canyon. Just want to slide this up there. There we go. All right, I pretty much played that exactly to plan. Nothing but a thing. That feels like a birdie. Hole 6 is almost the perfect hole for a forehand Canyon. 216. You got to keep it kind of low between these 2 trees. I'm going to just pop this kind of flat, let the disc work over there. Just like that. That should skip up there. We might be putting, 15 feet, 20 feet, but pretty good. Even better than I expected. Hole 7, simply impossible to film. If you've been here, you know. 261 feet. It's kind of a horseshoe shape. To this day, I don't know how to get this birdie unless it's a long throw in or a long putt. So I just chipped one up there to the opening. See if I can get myself a long bid. Personally, I think you have to push this one super inside to get all the way up in there. The problem with that is oftentimes I leave it short and then I'm in the rough and I'm bogeying. So the safe play is just to do this. Give yourself kind of an attempt to throw one in. Didn't stay. Well, with that attempt, I think we might still bogey. I've noticed I haven't quite gotten down the finesse with the Canyon. With a lot of these approach shots, I don't quite put enough anhyzer on it, whereas a zone, that's a very comfortable shot for me with the zone, and I know the angle to put it on. The Canyon, I just don't want to blast past or anything. Yes, clutch putt. Finally throwing the backhand. Hole 8, 225. Elevated basket. There's not a whole lot to this one. Just throw a hyzer, leave it by the basket so you don't have to putt on this elevated basket. Oh, get left. Well, we're gonna be putting. I landed up on this hill, so I feel as tall as the basket. Just a straight putt. Oh, I left it short. Twice. Was not meant to be. Dang it. That one stings a little bit because that was my last one to get on this front 9. Hole 9's 400 feet. Obviously, we're not going to reach that. 396. I'm just going to break this one in 2. I'm going to throw the backhand because if I want to miss this fairway, I want to miss it left. If I throw a forehand into this right stuff, it's going to be potential bogey land, and we're going to be scrambling for no reason. That is wonderful. Now from there, I can play the pitch forehand and get the par. Settle down, settle down. Yeah, that's good. Bag putt. Almost regretted it. A little high. Quick 9 holes there, 2 under par. I'm feeling okay. Obviously, I wish I came out of there 3 under, but just missed that easy one. On the back 9, there's plenty to get starting with hole 10 here. So hopefully just stay bogey free and we should end at a decent score. Let's check it out. Hole 10 they have in long, 174, kind of a technical forehand shot. I'm gonna try to get out of these woods left and then just hyzer it in. It's pretty much straight in front of us, but you can't see it in the camera. Oh man. I threw it a bit too good. Should have thrown it softer. The Canyon is still available at foundationdiscs.com. So if you're interested in the Canyon or any other plastic, hit the link down in my bio. That's gonna help support this channel. So if you're looking for new discs and wanna support the channel, hit that link, shop from there. And I'd really appreciate that. No. More direct, yes. I can feel it out of the hand when I get a little bit more pop and spin versus when I just kind of loft it up there. Hole 11's a par 4, 501. This is actually a really nice par 4 in my opinion. You gotta try to get to that tree line and then the basket is up on the right side. I have almost gotten this with a mid-range. I forget what it was, but it is possible, but I have to throw a really good first shot. Oh, it's so low. All right, we pretty much just blew it there. Hyzer. Or fade, I should say. Somebody corrected me the other day. Fade. I think it was a blessing in disguise that I didn't pier this line, because I definitely would have been in all that water. Just throw it in the basket so we don't have to get it. Like that. Oh my gosh. And we went over the water. That's so perfect. I'll be honest with you, I planned to give myself this putt because I thought it was going to be closer, but after looking at it, this actually matters. No, hand in the water. All right, I'm giving myself this putt though. For the bogey. Hole 12, I think it's in long. 438, it's a par 4. I'm trying to hit this left side on a forehand. Let it fade to the right because it opens up the fairway up there. Basically like that if it misses that 1. Yep. Little right, a little too far right, but we should be able to make something happen. This hole is actually in short, straight ahead of me, just behind that last tree on the right. Oh, that's money. Go in. Oh, off the cage. Tap in, birdie. Doesn't get much better than that. They have moved a lot of these baskets. I am praying that the next one is not in longs. It is. Dang it. As you can see, just dead straight ahead. but there's so many small trees to miss. T-sign says 234, so it's not too far. It is an elevated basket. Honestly, this might be the perfect disc for it. Touch of anhyzer on a forehand. Just watch it go dead straight. Not enough Annie. Perfect. What a shot. Hole 14, 213. This one's in short. Just pretty much a forehand chip. My favorite. That's gonna be good if it's past those trees. Yes. For some reason, I almost decided to leave that short, and I would have been so upset with myself. It would have been helpful if they moved this one to short for this video at least. Hole 15, 324, straight out there. Got to get out of this initial gap, but hopefully that's not a problem. Not much else I can do, really. Not even gonna dry it off. Hopefully it's not a mistake. Don't think it is. Get down. I feel like the most trouble I've been in today is on the putting green, and that's because I throw the canyon too far on the approaches. We got a tailwind. Try to put this toward the band. It should drop. Well, it didn't. Back to 2 under, hole 16, 249. I kind of want to cut this one inside on hyzer. The basket's back on the left. No, it's too low. I've been working on my backhand form, trying to improve things, but the first thing that comes is just terrible play. So I have to get past that, continue working on it, and hopefully it improves. Maybe. Not even a chance. Hole 17, 270, just a hyzer down the hill. I want to get back to that 3 under, and this is the hole to get it back on. Hole 18, I just don't know if I can reach. I'm going to try, but this one is a lot more doable. Come on, get there. It's going to be short, but it's going to be a putt. Man. Get there. Hole 18, last hole of the day, 306. Gonna try to throw flex forehand. It's in the tree line. Oftentimes I would go backhand hyzer, just hyzer it in, but I'm not gonna get it there, and I want that birdie. Oh yeah, that's ridiculous. A little short, didn't get quite the flex I wanted to on it. I'm actually surprised I got the forehand this far. What a nice putt to end it. There you guys have it. That is the Canyon versus 18 holes. I thought it held up very, very well. Obviously, what I'm most excited for is to throw this on forehands. This is a forehand machine, and I love how torque resistant it is. I love how hard you can throw it, and it's still very reliable and has a little bit of fade on the end. If you're a forehand player, you've been looking for a mid that you can forehand, this could be it. I'm curious if it's pushing farther than my jawbreaker zone. That's kind of my far approach disc when it comes to forehands. But yeah, absolutely digging the Canyon. Might throw it in the bag, might not. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and we will see you on the next one.